Hi everyone, my name is Maria Warren and I'm an assistant teaching professor in the Department of Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering here at Notre Dame. And when I think about my teaching, I generally have two goals with my courses. One of them is that students leave the course with a really deep and lasting understanding of the content, but also they are able to develop their own curiosity and intellectual interests that are related to the topic. When I think about my students' goals for the courses, typically it's to get an A. And while I appreciate their drive, I think that an over-focus on grades contributes to problems we see in academia, like a lack of confidence in students, stress, grade inflation, and the inability to connect content between courses. And while I don't have the answer to this, I do have what I think is a small piece in the puzzle to the solution. And so because they said I could talk about whatever I wanted to in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my dog. His name is Willie, and he's 15 and a half years old. And Willie and I used to have different goals for our walks. So my goal was for him to be engaged. And for me, I thought this meant him walking perfectly next to me, him listening to everything that I said. And his goal for the walk was to sniff every vertical surface possible on our route. And initially, this was frustrating for me. And then I learned that dogs really explore the world through their noses. And so I decided to give him more agency on his walks. So if he wanted to turn left, we turned left. If he wanted to sniff a leaf pile for 6 minutes, I stood there and waited while he did. Here you can see he wanted to sunbathe, so he climbed up on top of the rock and did that. And what I found was by giving him more agency, we were both enjoying walks more, but also he was choosing to engage with me, which is what I wanted in the first place. And ever since I learned this lesson from him, I've been incorporating it into my teaching too. And it turns out that it's not news to learning scientists that increasing freedom and agency also increases learners' confidence and engagement. So in my class, for example, we learn about pulse width modulation of motors, and instead of just asking them to repeat to me in their lab report what PWM is, I ask them to find an application they find interesting in aerospace or mechanical engineering and explain to me why PWM is necessary for that. I find that they are often more interested in the assignment, they're more confident in their results, and I also get to learn too, which is really fun. And just like I don't let Willie eat a burrito that he happens to find in his adventures, I also don't let my students do whatever they want. We have to understand what their level is, their prior skills, and their preparation, such that we can tailor agency to allow us to meet those learning goals too. So I encourage you to find one place that you can incorporate agency in your class. I've listed a few here. And I think you'll find that making one small change really increases students' confidence and engagement.